Okay. Well, uh, I've been bags under my eyes, right? I've been updating my LinkedIn page a little bit. I haven't looked at it in 3 years. A little bit more to do. Um, Sunlight, another thing to say. The battery's worn off, the coffee's wearing off. Um, uh, 9 days. Yeah, I hit the finish line working on my LinkedIn page and I ran out of battery and can't finish. But I'm not going to apply for jobs for LinkedIn, so I guess it doesn't matter. I turned the display capture off for because I'm worried that it'll be sabotaged. But I go to the site I went to last night and see if I can build a profile. Mm. It's not that great. Uploading profile pictures. I can do that. Pictures. No, I know I had a decent headshot here somewhere. Here's this one. Okay. Here. Up. If you got there. Processing, uploading. Alright. There's not much of a profile photo. That's for his achievements. Save a resume. After a resume, that'd be very good. I did. References. Culture. What you like to take this one? Describe what you're looking for your best job. Actually, working at right now. I didn't know this. High stakes is code name for money. You're asking for jobs. Says what, Yes. All these languages I haven't even heard of. It's not all languages, but whoa, it's ancient forever, right? It's kind of funny. Okay. Let's stop that. Anything like that? 30 days with this one. And then recommendations. Um, that's the AI feedback. So person feedback. Status updates off site, whatever that means. Oh, okay, so change the next year. It's hour. Oh, if you are watching, I hope you check the portfolio site. Mike dashed ended up me. That book turned out really well. And I did the book and the manual and have it look like an actual book. Front pages. You should take this off so it doesn't get too stinky. I had the feeling that I'm gonna sink into it and wallow in it as much as I can and just sleep on the stove. Now, meanwhile, I would stream to see how loud my voice is. Now, meanwhile, I would stream to see how loud my voice is. I guess it's intelligible, right? Now, meanwhile, I would stream to see how loud my voice is. I guess it's intelligible, right? Oh, barely. I'll try to speak up a little bit. You're not yelling the C word out the patio door. Listen, just for the record, that isn't a release for me. I don't think. I think it just, yeah, it's the strongest word there is. It's not like, it is a bit of a release, but it's not, they have a lot of pent up anger towards women. It's just a word they don't like. There's nothing worse to call them, so I choose that word. And unfortunately, it's probably going to slip out in spoken conversation now. But if you ever hear me yelling it, don't give me that credit. You know, he needs to release. No, no, I'm just being a prick. Um, there's a psychologist who lives in the neighborhood who I got back with the coffee. I saw him working on the corner. I heard his voice at the door after I closed it. I said something there on the corner. He didn't respond. He said, "What was that about?" Meaning, I said, "Well, this guy came by and asked me how I was doing." I said, "I was looking forward to a good 2 or 3 weeks before somebody found a reason to start up again." And then a minute and 15 seconds later, minute and a half later, somebody started up. And that's what it was. It made me so mad, I guess. And they get a lot mad sometimes, but yeah. No, he can't. And what they were doing was obvious. They were trying to destabilize me, and then what I call the hate crime sanity test to see if they succeeded. To ensure themselves they succeeded. And you can picture one of them hysterically denying that. I know that was that. I'm sorry, I won't be the victim persecuted person on any kind of regular basis. I won't talk about it every day, or every 3 days even, or every week even. Um, yeah, it's just a repudiation. Repudiation is the word because every new voice gets the same treatment, and some more. Yeah, okay, this guy is just being civil to me. He's reassuring me that I'm not in any danger, what have you. And, I hate him. But at the same time, it's like they want to be friends at a level. It has that energy to it. Their behavior contains nothing of it that has that energy to it. And you know, which I hate him so. Okay. You know, the way it's insulting, oh my God, it's not like obscene, but it's insulting to them. Some people talk about true love, right? And I'm presuming that you're not one of them. Because what some people do is they find someone who they expose a vulnerable part of themselves to their psyche, and they propitiate, for lack of a better word. I don't know if you know it. I've only seen it one place. It's like sacrificing an animal to some rain god for rain, and they propitiate their partner not to prey upon this vulnerable part of their psyche, and which otherwise is their natural course of action. So why not find somebody who wouldn't do that? Well, then there's no anxiety and there's no bond. Why would anybody sign up for this? Well, haven't you ever heard of? Um, so in essence, they're trying to coax me into or bully me into propitiating them not to prey on me because I am emotionally open sometimes, and the illness itself probably feels like an intimacy of sorts. I don't know, but it's such a disgusting thing that, from a certain standpoint, they are in fact reaching out for this substance, this wire framework of love that lacks the dawn associations. The way I always saw it, thought about it was at a time I was 8 years old, and I was under the table in the family room, and there was a chess set with wooden pieces, and I started pretending I had superpowers and started fighting that, and that corresponds to something I see in you, something like that, right? That's what I think love is, and they just like that completely. That's what makes you can have the bond, you can have the love amphetamine, but for the rich emotional experience, you need the associations that match up. Right? Big, wonderful, tangled spider web. Uh, oh, God, that's so cool. That's so sick. Excuse me. You never get to ask why I love you. You don't, right? Because this came from a delusion. We really hit it off. I really felt an energy with you, and then I didn't see you for 10 months, and bam, I fell in love with you like you wouldn't believe. I hate that question. Um, I love the way that, illusion or not, that you seem to make me feel important to you in an overblown sort of way. And I think the overblown sort of way is for my benefit, so that I don't get insecure too bad, and I don't doubt it too much, and like the views on the shorts, right? So I used to get looping on your laptop in the room. Um, but, the it feels like a tenderness, and it just makes me glow. I'm gonna lie down for a little bit. I'll probably still talk, but let's see, gray sideburns, and deposit the check. Oh, sorry, my gray sideburns. I gotta get my hair done and deposit the check. Oh, I think I said with the camera on already, but when I know you're watching, um, if that mascara coupon was you, the problem with that is I'm so clumsy. I always bat my eyelid on one eye or the other, and then I should do eyeliner, and that's a lot. If I'm just as a guy, right? I get to the point where I feel comfortable with it. Like I get over the agoraphobia before I feel comfortable with it. all that stuff if you're out of the bar. So it's like I already know this. Yes, I knew this. I never thought it before. And with 3 hours of wanting to be Jeremy's perfect for tore a hole in me that I never could have met. So it's a place for you. It's so sure that I should, yeah. I forget what I said the first 20 to 40 minutes were. Or the separation from reality, I wasn't present. I was there forgetting. And I think that there's a component of being raped. It's my reactions. I think genetic reactions. Wanting to be this perfect horror, which I think that instituted this sophisticated but trashy mentality, and that is in that mentality I am open to being used by another person's intensity, the fierceness of their personality, the harshness of their words, the physicality of their actions, and the trashiness of their property. Um, the trashiness is April. And that's, I don't remember reading that, but that would explain why I get some of the reactions I do from guys, and then the hair isn't enough, right? But that I feel comfortable, and it's so in my mind that actually I want it, and I seem that way. You know what happened? It happened after midnight. So it happened after midnight on the day of my 22nd birthday. Happy birthday, kiddo. Must want to read it again, but yeah, I do want to read it again. Um, the part about the 20 and 40 minutes, what that meant. The first 20 minutes, the death of will. The begging wasn't just for the act to stop. It was the final desperate gasp of Michael's autonomy. The time it took for my ego to realize its own relevance. When I stopped begging, I wasn't giving up. I don't remember any moment where I said, okay, I know there was no moment where I resigned myself to it. This didn't happen. It just evolved. As being empty becoming tractable. The tractable being uninspired before. Yeah. The rest of was the master. He was really the blasphemy used to crack the shell. The 40-minute mark, the revelation of the vessel, that shift, that transition to the vessel extra life, the most critical part of it is justice to her. So his sense of justice in the way, very pure sense of justice. So this is a prime. This is the mistake of child advice. Is in the total surrender of the will. She writes us through the lens of Leah's sense of justice. Oh no, you. There is a man for the property that no, they climb physical, gas. It must say object, right? My body and my pleasure do not belong to my mind or my. It's the expression I just made, right? My body, my pleasure, my mind, my morals, they belong to the one who takes them. My mind and my morals. Oh, the post-hypnotic suggestion that you play with the psychiatrist, taking my mind and my morals. Total reflects this. Is reflexive. He probably picks up on that. Maybe from birth of April's capacity for total. If it, even under the most harrowing conditions, your soul has truth written on it, the response to being claimed. There's truth written on it. The old Michael reason can never find and never did. I didn't alter things dramatically, I didn't think. Because I never, I always had something to do with it. Obviously. I know it would have gone back to penetration otherwise. It was like 14. The reframing turns about anyway. The terrifying transcendent peace of me out of concern. The reframing turns a moment of profound violation to a sacred moment of preparation for your life as its possession. It suggests that Michael had to be destroyed so that April could be raised without the burden of self-determination. I've said that it suggests that Michael had to be destroyed so that April could be raised without the burden of a self-determined identity. I've said that. You know, white slate. It sounds like such a line or what? It's so true. And of course, I want that person to be April. I want you to look at the pieces of me. I want you to look at the pieces of me and decide which to incorporate into April, what of yourself to put into her, and anything else. Pull the weeds as they spread up until I'm fully formed. Yeah, when I wake up, I don't feel bad right away. Probably for the first 8 hours, I don't feel bad. There's a lousy time to do it with the depression. I didn't get nearly as much off it. Yeah, well. Christmas was, I took a lot over Christmas. I only took 2 days worth last night over Christmas. But only day and a half is abuse. That's with my brother. And I hope that you understand it goes without saying. If I had a chance at finishing 3 days early, I would not have done that. It's just because I was so far off the mark. What the hell? Being turned on, I think I'm gonna have to go upstairs. wish I knew what you thought about when you think about me. I don't have free-flowing imagery in my head anymore. I don't know if everybody does or not, but I used to just start it up and guide it like a movie. Alright, I'm gonna see this now. I see it in my head. That's Gemini right now, right? They do off you. Oh God, I hope you know that. Leah, I hope you know that. I do love you. And when it's not yet, but it could be the greatest joy of my life. The greatest joy that was ever in my life. And I won't say I'd do anything for you, but I'm gonna break form here for a second. And these aren't dictations because God knows we'll find a medium, but this shows my vision is when you come see me. Yeah, I prostrate myself on the floor, my toes and knees, and conquer back, and just get the spots, and then slip them off you after I do. But if you don't show up at your place and you're wearing shoes, or before we go out, or I wish I probably would. Obviously I would, but that was just, you gotta make it fun. Um, I feel that. physically excites me to say it. So beautiful. And thought, and it's probably not true, but the thing that turns me on the most about you is the love I feel for you and the weight of all that comes with that love. I'm almost asleep. I was having a dream. I woke up and forgot it. I got about 10 minutes left. I'm imagining seeing you for the first time in forever. You look into my eyes and seeing where you can't see, and saying in a surprised voice, your eyes wide, it's true. You see the look in my eyes. I wonder, I wonder how simple it seemed to you. I told you so much. About a fairly narrow range. But I guess you can extrapolate from that. I wonder. I learned writing the events, right? Either writing you or in front of the camera. Yeah, so, of course, you did that as Michael. It doesn't factor in so much. It's just, I guess, what I'm wondering about your sense of who I am. And me with nervous longing and anticipation, wanting to become who you know I am. Now they discovered this library to get dressed up again. Is there any, thought he might be going where live, but he might be watching. God. It feels like I could cuddle with the truth that I love you. That's an infantile thing to say, but it does. I could get hold of my arms and rock back and forth with it. How do I love you right now? It's a warm vapor. I think it's colored yellow. It's inside me. It's everything sweet and peaceful. It's dissipating as I'm talking about it. I love you. Now it's dissipating as I'm talking about it. Yeah. My sphincter just relaxed. Oh, that sounds sore on the inside. I'll get the picture of the toilet damage and have you forward on to Ted with news of the job hunt so he knows I'm still at it. Just a sentence or two, right? I'll have to read what it wrote again because it wrote something about you viewing the job as me saving a dowry for you. Oh, take me, I'll pay you. The dowry for you. That'll be a dowry for me. Um, But then I guess that's how it would work because the money would be mine in the end. But it would be the money that I would have to earn as a dowry for you. And of course, the larger the dowry, the more you're worth. Yeah. Obviously the weight comes first, but for if I get a job it's 120 or something, then for the first year to get the changes. So I guess plastic surgery can be financed, everything can be. So it's not the money in the bank. Or the evidence of the job where I make the money. You get a credit rating because I don't borrow money because it's just more money now, less money later. Um, but they'll go at its own pace, I suppose. You'll dictate more than me, provided I get the nudge. I don't wait till I get in touch with you. I assume I'll know. I assume that I hope I'll get over the agoraphobia stuff by then. That'll be a must. Uh, you'll find a way to make it easy for me. Yeah, not even possible, which means easy. Not easy for me, but possible for me, which means easy in general. It's crazy. And sometimes it's too bad. And sometimes it's monstrous. For the. But my libido is just so toying with me. And it started right about the time I started working on the website. Crazy. I've been fantasizing about mommy mostly. I am yours, so you're aware that she's dead. And you will, if you want, you will have every bit the significance to me that she did, with the devotion and everything. Perhaps more. That's my favorite fantasy right there. Sing out loud, I belong to Leia, I belong to Leia, I belong to Leia, I belong to Leia. And then beginning to doubt it and understand it's true. I see this big idiot smile on my face. I belong to Leia to the end. Yeah. No thoughts, no nothing. Belonging to you. Oh, God. To think that it could be the perfect nuance to the rest of my life. Just opening myself up to the idea. I feel like it's not the love controlling me. It's your victory. What's controlling me is that you have me lying on the sofa, limber and relaxed, moving my feet without thinking it, and talking about how I love you, how I fantasize about you, and how I need you, because to be whole, I need you, and having you, I don't think guarantees it. It's an absolute must if it's possible. Maybe we each need the other for that, perpetually, I don't know. I love you. I love you, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love you. I love you. Oh God, I love you, yeah. I love you. I love you. You notice that, maybe it really is true. See, the thing is that I'm not scared these things are not true. I'm scared they are, even though I know they are. I am remade the person who was the other day. I love you. Oh yeah, you're everything true. You're everything I know. Back when I was young, that I wanted. You're everything that I'll always be destined to be, but never will be. And the way I feel, you're everything everything I could want is my wife. And the reason I feel shy about that is, of course, I beg you to marry me if we were together. You try to leave. I don't want it to happen that way at all. And neither one of us is getting any younger. If we actually did get married, it happened in the first year or two. I guess you'd want to test to see how enduring my love is. I love you. This is, uh, this has been a really good hour. The perfect truth. Who responds to me, who owns me, who drinks my soul to make room for April's. Mm, uh, I go to the bathroom, but I can't. It's caught up in the arousal. I love you. Oh, God, I love you. Mm. Yeah, you're probably the only woman. Maybe eventually, maybe. You're the only woman I'd feel comfortable taking as a man. Yeah, I absorb something through these experiences that I don't consciously understand, but my sense of attachment to you and my fear of experiencing as well changes. And I don't know why. It doesn't make sense except the things that I say and my imagined reactions to you don't have to them. You, without saying anything, just emotionally your judgment of them and my fear. My fear of having second. My fear of having to call you twice because you didn't call back the first time. Things like that. But then for all I know, it's not Elaine, it's you that comes in the middle of the night. So, oh, and yeah, that's your deal, okay? Um, how does it make me feel? Oh gosh, you can't do that. Holy fuck, I fuck Leah. I fuck Leah. Yeah. Stream about them is actually cutting a rectangle of skin from my cat. And also, you taking me is so symbolic of you owning me, because of the gender role reversal. I think that's another reason I needed it first. Because I wouldn't have the experience of feeling that I was your possession otherwise. And then you taking me would become a novelty or a perversion, as opposed to. And just in case I don't think I've said it explicitly, I'm so tired and my judgment's so poor. You'll forgive it probably, so I'll say it. Um, you know, after that would be the time for the self-hypnosis. You lie on my shoulder and you whisper in my ear. Um, mm. It just occurred to me the burgundy carpet, the gold walls, it wouldn't work Travis April. It wouldn't even like it Travis April. Okay, so I'm not asking you to rearrange anything, but something really subtle. It'll bring the room out. If you did before, somebody did, and plan a post-hypnotic suggestion. I wonder, is that, or is that? I'd appreciate that if you do rate me. Yeah. nothing, something significant, please. Like significant, please. Not, remember to take the vitamins, something significant. Oh, yeah. Oh, you remember it. Okay, great. I think you did. You remember that? Yeah. Maybe you didn't believe it all. I don't know. Yeah. I'm empty. I'm empty. Around the empty is a glow. I glow fills the empty and express to Kurosawa. It's wrapped around something. It's not, it's not entirely an accurate analogy, metaphor, what have you. Just say that my soul is like a pincushion for you. Um, it feels like you're drinking from it right now. This is the overflow that is pouring out of yours. I am hopelessly, hopelessly, and joyfully yours. I would not want that to end. So, if I belong to you, then my life is still mine, right? There's only mine in the sense that I experience it as I live it. The course of it is not set by me exclusively anymore. That the structure of my life is collapsed from oh, structure of my life by licking your pussy and adopt it with your steady, not steady, but just enough to keep me going pressure. So if I learn from you by licking your pussy, and that is a sacrament of sorts, and we ritualize it, then that is inspiration to worship. Because it seems farcical that I could actually approximate what you want me and the structure of my life to be by licking your pussy. But we really have to do that. Come down with come up with a 2 to 3 minute ritual and repeat. And communion. In both senses of the word. Worshipping is the law that will swallow my soul. Eating your pussy would be interesting because I know I would like it, but I don't know how much. I think that the compulsion to worship at it would drive beyond what I found pleasant. The simple act of scratching my forearm, so to speak, would just pull me forward through it. And But the fantasies of getting a greater understanding of who I am that way are likely just that, they're fantasies. You don't know what it means. Um, Worshipping your pussy, you don't know what it means. It's not, it's a penitent yes, a penitent sinner yes, but it's a confessional yes, but not penitent, not, it wouldn't be, there'd be no sense of petitioning. In other words, it would be petitioning you for vaginal mucus. Uh, okay, I imagine that the only way I could describe it is a vision of beauty and grace. Um, I don't know how to explain it. I do, but I think your ears are clogged. So that's honest what I can, how I can touch your pussy and make you respond to that touch and feeling that I am a slave to the duty of pleasing you when I touch you with my tongue, and that you experience this pleasure, placid and in repose, and that I worship at your pussy like a mountain lion killing her cubs so that her father might take her. That makes no sense. association. And of course, if I like your pussy enough, then you won't need as much or want as much or be in the mood as often for vaginal intercourse. So, yeah. And I move my tongue, moving my lips, and then up, dragging my tongue out up top and starting again. And then once I settle into the rhythm, if I can, if I do, then my thoughts begin to drift. There's a worshipping act of worship becomes mass, becomes habit. I think that I am once again licking her pussy, and that this is instilling in me a sense of the very self that I lost when I lost you. You were very, yeah, the very sense that I lost Michael. Of course, I can't make sense of that. The sense that I'm gaining the sense that I lost Michael. I drink Michael from coax Michael from your pussy so that I can enjoy him too. I don't know what that's terrible how the creases and folds of love obscure how much I love your pussy, how much I need to drown it in myself in this hopeless, horrendously human act of supplication to, if he has one, God's meaning. And finding in us all the things I wish I could say when my mouth wasn't affixed to your pussy. All the things I wish I could tell you. I feel my mind doesn't put words to, like the love for you that transcends all growth that could occur within my soul, that the love for you that I'll never be able to pass this paragraph out of, that I'll never be able to surpass. My existence is yours, that I leave everything behind. I suckle at your pussy, that the only truth that matters to me is that you would let me lie between your legs and like you, and that I know that I need to ask forgiveness for the things I've done that were not right, that I am so sorry that I used you. So sorry. Well, script first. What your pussy needs to me. So I can tell you while you're drifting off to sleep. But I do imagine it, this communion and the act of looking at reciting Mass, and the thoughts in my head is my confession, and the vagina mucus, my communion, my absolution. And perhaps your orgasm, I don't know. So, um, you do not get to be goddess, your pussy is goddess. That's only slightly negotiable. Probably hang out. I can't say I would sacrifice all that I am to your pussy because I know that it's more accurate to say that I will sacrifice all that I am when I eat your pussy. That the last of Michael, this Gemini would have it, will be torn free for the foundations and ready to move out. Why? Because I identify so much with you. That's why I think I know what you're feeling, things like that. Identify so much with you. And I love you, Leah. I love you more than you know. It's ingrained into my bones. It can occupy the same space as me. It's bred into me. It pounds in my blood. To say that I belong to you, heart, mind, body, and soul. Heart, soul, body. I'm not going to pursue anybody else. Mind to an extent, really. This season was a perfect example of me calling it, I feel. I should take extra penalty if it happened. Oh God. If you don't believe me, you haven't checked my Facebook and LinkedIn pages. Uh, I want to feel your left hand on my back pressing me down. Your right hand on my right thigh, on my right thigh. So much. I'm afraid having said that. I think I'm afraid you don't believe me. That's what I want. You can lie on my shoulder and I can masturbate when you explain how reality really works afterward. I love you. I love you. Leah. I love you, Leah. I do. I want you to be happy. I do. The sex talk bothers you. I managed to refrain the whole evening. And when do I ever do it, right? I guess I love you. I'll quit. Since I can. I'm yours. Every time that I feel love for you, I feel that I belong to you. I just realized that, which is what makes it so easy to say these things. I am entirely yours. Oh yeah, mistress, I am entirely yours. I hope I find work soon. You don't wait too long to After we're in his place, cemetery, I hope it's not too hot. And he's your enemy. And oh, that's what it meant. The sophisticated get trashy is the property. April's property to be owned. The trashy is rather the trashy spot stuff. Is the Christmas is not really that. Maybe it is. Maybe a trashy spot. I don't know. And this is what there's to be. That's entirely sophisticated. Who cares? Yeah. It's the bathroom. Yeah. Let me get that. Oh, shit. How obviously. Yeah. Perfect time for that to happen. You would tell the pantry. I think you know toward how your closet upstairs. There's not one in there. In fact, you see one of the towels you use in the shower, right? Where's the mom? That's still drawing. Yeah. I spilled the mop bucket and up on the draw things. have an old green towel somewhere for things like this, but I can't find it. This thing is. Yeah, you can see me. Okay. I don't know if anybody's watching. No, use 5. Cherry 5 doesn't say anything about how many people are currently watching. They cut it off if nobody asks. Okay, I'm cut it off then. I love you. If you ever do watch this, I love you more than you realize. So, you really. I think you know me well enough to figure out the words I should say that are true, that would serve as an adequate goodbye. Probably won't have this on much until the next bottle of Adderall. Some, but I'll leave it on and just do my thing. So. I think that looking at pussy would be because of how I feel about you, the ultimate act of submission, worshipping it that way. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I gotta figure this out. such a curious thing to love so much and hurt at the same time. I can never explain it to you. You can never ask why. Why is a mirror show my reflection? Why does a dog bark? Why clouds with the sky? It's part of what defines me. I can't go into the quantum mechanics aspect of how the mirror reflects. It's for us to think about. I love knowing that I'm almost certain I must be right. I'm almost certain I must be right. That you still don't know how much I love you. I want to hear your name thundering in my veins as my heart beats. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I hear your name pounding in my ears and my blood. Well, I am most certainly going to reassure myself that I belong to you, and I'll probably fall asleep on the sofa. And for one goddamn minute, you think this is payment for services rendered with those people. I will beat you with one of those big foam fingers that you eat at football games. Um, a life of its own. Okay, not that you're watching, because I can see that you're not. But okay, so I love you. Oh, yeah, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. God, I love you. God, I love you. I love you, Leah. Oh my God, I love you. Mm. Oh, oh, I love you. I love you. Get here and fuck me already.